the show rolling, get the ball rolling, you know? This is, I believe, 166. Let me double check on the list. It should be. Yes.
No, it's 166. So that means today's Hypecast is sponsored by Lydian, the dual type bug flying Pokemon.
Ah, I see.
Why?
Bring in the old Pokemon trivia. Okay, I like it.
I don't.
I mean, I like the idea. Not I'm not so much a Ladybug fan per se, but you know. But speaking of Pokemon,
all the Ladybug fans or all the bug catchers are gonna come after us.
I know, with pitchforks, forks, and torches.
No, not pitchforks. It's just the net.
The net. The net balls. There you go. The net balls and the nets and all that. But speaking of Pokemon, funny you brought that up. This is my week, I guess. So, I mailed in my bulk from all the Pokemon cards I've had, like all the commons and uncommons and whatever. Right? I guess I had so much bulk that I got a good amount of money. So I actually bought two booster boxes for the upcoming set called Brilliant Stars, which I think will be my for sure my last time I go like all out kind of deal, and then after that likely I'll dabble here and there with Pokemon cards. But Brilliant Stars, from what it looks like, it's going to be really good for those who really like trainers, because there's going to be a lot of the trainers as rares. So there's going to be I think it's called like a character subset or a trainer subset. But yeah, that's gonna be like the big gimmick, I guess, for besides like different like mechanics in that one, I guess. So it's looking really good. Like if if you guys look it up, Brilliant Stars Pokemon cards, if you've seen like some of the previews and stuff like that, dude, it's lit. It's super lit. Like, so I'm getting 3 booster boxes for sure now, because I was able to get money from the bulk. I got like way more money than I expected, so I still have bulk to go through too. So I'm probably gonna put all my eggs into that basket for that point. From that point, just from bulk, not my actual like my money or whatever. So pretty good for me. So how's your week been?
My back.
Your back hurts. Yeah, I mean from for realsies, what? From work or life?
Yeah, from life and work. Called 14. Like, okay, last night it dropped for early access 11 p.m. my time. I only spent an hour because I was really out of it. Then my body woke me up at 6, and I haven't stopped playing until 20 minutes ago. And it's 2 p.m. 2:30 right now. Hi.
Yeah.
Don't do what I do, people. Hurts. Hurts very much.
So is Endwalker? Wait, is the early access? Is it still early access, or is it? Okay.
Yep, it's early access until the 7th.
Okay. Right, because it's now December, so.
Yep.
Yeah.
7th. Had to check.
Yeah.
That,
time flies, man. But anyway, sorry.
That's what I don't like about Q4 of every year. It just zooms.
Like
Q1 and 2 is like the slowest.
And then once you get through that, like
Q3 is like it's revving up, but it's like it's still slow.
You don't like think about it too much, and then it's like boom, Q4 right at the end. Like what? We're right at December already. Oh man. Uh, so anything else besides 14, or is it been excuse me, all 14? Sorry, I had a little
No, I
bubble
heard.
coming up.
No, I am saving my money from Gotcha. It's good.
Mm-hmm. Yes, because well, there's only Super Orion for Fate Go, right? That's coming out.
Yep,
Mm-hmm.
and he's already out. I
Oh,
have
he's already
no
out.
interest.
Yeah, there's zero interest. Mm-hmm.
Though everyone is like saying that, but he's a big muscle man. It's like I don't care.
It's like okay, cool.
His unit does not, pique my interest. Oh God, doggy!
Oh, sassy dog. Dog was like, "Hey, what do you got against super muscular men, Zawa? God." Gonna do the snaps.
No, my dog was pretty much, you fake gay. It's like, what does that even mean?
Mm-hmm,
Besides that, and my trip next week.
mm-hmm.
Guess we're gonna be watching Resident Evil. Welcome to Raccoon City. I'm saying Resident Evil Homecoming. I'm saying,
Homecoming. Or no way home. Like,
home.
Yeah, No Way Home, and then you have like different like Leons and all the different like Weskers and all the different Chris's.
All the different Nemesises.
Nemesis. Yeah, Nemesis. That'd be kind of cool. And then
and just one Ada Wong.
and one hunk. Or a husk, as I called him like early on, like somewhere. I mean, he probably kind of is a husk at this point, right?
He probably is.
Yeah. Both metaphorically and literally in the story. I don't know.
No. Kitty, gotta stop biting my leg. I'm not giving you this food.
So you did bring up the trip, and so that kind of would lead into the way of a reminder for what's coming up for the rest of this month for the show. So because Zawa will be taking his trip to to Florida and to visit and stuff like that, we will be actually taking a 2-week break. And
good.
Yeah, so this could actually potentially be our last one for the year because we're still not sure like when you come back, when Zawa comes back, we can like fit in one more or whatever, like what I mean. So we're not too sure, so we're just putting that out there already, like just a heads up, so but otherwise, we'll come back January, probably like not immediately week 1 because my birthday is like right around that time, so I'll probably like take a break around that time too, so we'll probably pretty much like take our breaks, so probably likely week 2 of January is somewhere, give or take, is somewhere when we'll make our like full comeback and stuff like that. But that's if we don't fit in that one last episode towards the end of December. So we'll probably just like talk about just the Game Awards or whatever, like the aftermath or whatever, like the post results, whatever, like what I mean. Even though we don't, Game Awards don't really matter at the end of it, but it's still worth having a conversation. But anyway, so something like that is kind of like the roadmap for funny I say that for the rest of this year at least. So that's kind of where we're at. But either way, I did want to bring up one more thing. Sorry for my week. I did finish Lost Judgment, which was fantastic game. That's all I'm gonna say. And I actually have like 2 videos coming up for Lost Judgment. One is like the review for it, and the other one's like a kind of a short, sort of humorous, quote unquote, compilation kind of. It's like an action compilation. slash memes sort of way. It's kind of it's like that video from it's called Yakuza in a Nutshell, which has like a lot of views at this point, but it's like really funny because like the way it's like presented, it's like yeah, like that's what really happens when you play Yakuza games. Like you play it, you get distracted, and it becomes like a 100-hour game. Like, you know what I mean? Like, depending on what you're doing, you know, that kind of thing. But anyway, something of that similar flavor that's coming up soon, if not already. But anyway, fantastic game. And then I finished Cowboy Bebop, the Netflix one. And my opinion, for the most part, has not changed. It's pretty much like, yes, I saw Ed and whatever, all that blah blah blah, whatever. Like, and so obviously they want to see if they can do season 2, but I don't know. I really don't know if that could happen. I mean, it does have the engagement, sure. Like the viewership at this point, I'm sure it has it, but the overall like confidence behind it, long term, I can't say. It does definitely make me worry about the One Piece live action, and not to mention all the other ones that have been announced like in the past. So I don't know.
With the One Piece, there is, it is being overlooked.
Watching over the project.
Yeah, it's being watched over by
Oda.
by Oda. So
you
kind of can put it like on like
a higher pedestal.
Okay. Yeah. So, not to be an ass, but if the One Piece live action goes to shit, you kind of can blame Oda. So it's like,
oh, okay. Well, the thing about those situations is that they say that they have the creators' input and stuff.
Yeah.
But at the end, how much is it's like almost like it's like what they do in food, right? Like they can literally put like a drop of like this like the new flavor, right? And it's like, it contains this new flavor, right? But it's only like a drop within like the big fucking volume of whatever that product is, right? You know, for example, like the ghost pepper sauce from Taco Bell, for example, like in the past, like, it has like ghost pepper, but it only has like, like a fucking drop of ghost pepper, like, concentrate or whatever in this big old fucking can or barrel, what do you want to call it. That's how it works, so they could claim it. They could claim they have creators' input, but how much of it, we don't know. So they could say like, Oda he's backing up this project, but how much is he backing up the project? Maybe a little more than others, maybe, sure. I mean, we've seen in the past with Avatar, like the Last Airbender, where like they said like the two creators had something to do with it, but at the end of the day, it's M. Night Shyamalan, and the writers and whatever. Shyamalan, yeah. So that's kind of just like up in the air. Like, we can't definitely answer, sure, but it is something worth asking. Like, how much involved is Oda with this project for Netflix? But yeah, I still am worried. I'm gonna still have low expectations coming from all the other live action stuff in the past from Netflix. So, I just feel like it's just gonna be one of those, like, the ambition is far greater than what they could have achieved technically. I think that's what's gonna come down to, and just the fact that this is such a cartoon, much more cartoony anime than Cowboy Bebop is. I would say this: Cowboy Bebop would have worked a lot better as a live action than One Piece would, right? As long as you have the staff, the people who know what they're doing, they know what the source material is all about, which wasn't the case, unfortunately, for here in this iteration of live action Cowboy Bebop. But it's possible. It's definitely possible. With One Piece, though, it's much closer to impossible, right? So, I mean, that's my piece on it. So, Anyway, let's get on to the news before we drag on this any longer. Unless you have one more thing to say, or are we good?
Well, I was just gonna say, the only the only good live action anime slash manga thing that has been made was actually the JoJo one.
The good, you're talking about good ones, right?
Yeah, like an actual like it will remind you of the anime or the manga. Was the JoJo that came out 3 years?
That's only in Japan though, right? So,
Yeah.
Yeah.
But even some Japan made live action had hit or miss. The costumes look great. It's just the portrayal and the story wise was like
I mean, yeah, there's been some like Attack on Titan, Yatter,
that one.
Yatterman.
Yatterman, yeah, I watched Yatterman. Then there was Gatchaman. I didn't know they made a Hurricane Palama.
Oh, I didn't know either.
And I read somewhere that they wanted to make a live action Karas, but I was like, no, unless you really want to dive into lots of blood and shit. You already have that. It's called Garo.
Yeah,
it has been still going since what, late 90s? I think, because Garo was an anime, then live action, something like that.
It was Rurouni Kenshin. Like, of course, that works. You know, it's a samurai anime, so that definitely worked like flawlessly.
It only works because the main actor is really good.
Like, yeah, just you cast the right people, right? That's also very important. Like Cowboy Bebop. I'm going to go back on it, but what's his? I forget his name for Vicious, but that actor I felt like miscasted. I think he, no offense to the guy, like he's great for like The Boys and whatever, because he was translucent and I'm sure he was good in like other shows, but in this particular case as Vicious, I just felt like I didn't believe him as Vicious. Not only was written poorly, but the actor just couldn't quite grasp
get it.
Yeah, exactly. And even his face alone was like, you know what I mean, like it just wasn't a good match for Vicious. Like I just felt like I made this tweet on Twitter, saying that he pretty much looks like Lord Farquaad from Shrek trying to cosplay as Dante from Devil May Cry. So, you know what I mean? Like, yeah, it's definitely not the greatest look you want to achieve. So, because he has a very strong jawline, and the way the wig is, or whatever, if that's his hair, I don't know, but the way his hair is in the show is not a good look on him either.
No, it looked like it was always damped,
like wet, like thin.
It looked like he just showered his hair and then just ran out because some shit happened. It's like in that process, I'm still wet, but I'm drying.
Yeah, or like it's just not only that, but it looked thin to me. So it had that like flat volume. There's no like no volume to it, obviously. So like it doesn't balance out his face right. So it wasn't a good cast, at least to me anyway, just from those points or aspects. Again, I'm not trying to like say anything bad for the actor. It's just miscasting can happen. That's a thing, and we can definitely have our opinion about like who wasn't a good cast or not. So there's no shame in that as long as you are reasonable about it. So, but anyway, all right. So, all right. Definitely, we can. I think we're good on the sidetracking now, and let's get into the news. So, fighting games. We definitely do have some stuff to talk about. Starting with Angel or Angel. So, as always, Zawa, if you're so kind to bring up the notes.
Yes. Come here. You wanna read too? You're behind.
I like the art for Angel.
So you're gonna copy Angel. Cannot. Alright. Moving on from KOF 14, Angel seems to have made a big splash on Twitter. I wonder why. Thanks everybody. It's like, no, don't thank them because you know what you were looking at. I'm very happy that she caught so many eyes. Angel uses Unchain attacks that target overhead and low and is considered a technical close range fighter. The overhead Unchain circle attacks forward punch. Damn it, cat, go away from my leg. Forward punch, hammer blow, and forward kick.
Sabat.
Almost said Schobert.
Sherbert.
Forward kick, Sabat. As well as the low hitting crouching punch, underblow, and crouching kick assault. That's it?
Yeah, assault.
Assault kick.
Yep. No, I mean that's it.
Can all knock an opponent down. Jesus Christ. So she's a hard knockdown character, pretty much.
Oh, she's a nightmare to fight against once you fight a good Angel player. But go on.
You can then follow up with an unchanged finish, a grapple kick for some extra damage. Besides her unchained attack, the motion for her standing CD blowback has also been altered. She now kicks straight forward, which has more reach than before, and it can even hit crouching opponents. AKA, we made her hitbox on that kick huge. And longer. Don't know why, but we felt like it.
Well, I think
so it's a lot.
Well, sorry to interrupt, but I think previously that button was an actual punch, so that's why they changed it to a kick, so give her more range. So that's actually kind of a unique change.
Yeah, but you know, if you are fighting, it's all about your form. Yes, your arm is shorter, but you can extend it with the moment.
Well, I mean, video games. I mean, you know, you can use the power aura, you know, like Lucario, you know. Anyway, just saying.
Look at us trying to break down mechanics.
I know, right?
So it's a lot more useful now. Additionally, the AX version of Unchained Step has been altered. Getting close to the opponent, the attack will now hit the opponent and also place Angel behind them for a surprise attack.
Ooh, okay.
That sounds scary. You can also combo from it, so what can you not combo from using her taunt?
I know, right?
Oh, that would be scary. Like her taunt, like, yay, and then she just grabs you.
Well, I mean, she'd be Dudley at that point too, right? Like throw the rose and then fucking go at it. Anyway.
So overall, it's a lot easier to use now. Anjo will certainly take a bit to get used to for new players, but she will no doubt give you a wild ride. Very bad wording there. That you can get elsewhere. Again, bad wording. Check out her wonderful feats when the game launches.
Yeah,
Nakata Tomohiro.
Nakata, yeah. She'll no doubt give you a wild ride that you can't get elsewhere. Okay, yeah, that's definitely like a little bit of a mouthful, I guess you can say.
It's a mouthful, but it's also like your wording. Did this go through? What's it called? Did anyone proofread this?
Right.
Oh. No. Oh dear.
You know, Japanese people writing English. What can you do? But anyway, Angel's here. We'll do like we do have a comparison video. We'll go through like somewhat brief because we've already did that somewhat for last week. But Orpheus, as always, we count on him or them, I should say, because I don't know. Count on them to make it that.
You just gotta
wonderful.
be careful with this blank screen that some people may see.
Did it go away? What the fuck happened? I thought I hit it. I've hit. Oh wait. Oh yeah, I know what happened.
Do you know?
There you go.
Yes. Wow. Show everyone her assets.
Mm-hmm. What are you talking about? That's all. That's what it's all about. Anyway.
You're lucky I'm not next to you with a fucking hammer. I like the. What was it? I forgot who tweeted it, and they said like Rock Senpai would be proud because she has the people's elbow and that.
The Rock, yeah. Oh wow, one time's faster than the other.
Yeah, but can you combo it too?
I know, right? Can you combo it? It looks like on 15 is looking a little more fluid because like I do notice that one finishes before the other, so maybe they might have changed like how fluid she moves or how fast or slower she moves.
I'm kind of glad they showed that. Yes, this is how it looks in the combo, her special. But then they showed her in the middle, and you just watch. Like I am actually pushing this person.
Yeah. She's always been like one of the good characters, both competitively and stuff like that. Yeah, see, now I can see all this in slow-mo.
I've been training with Alex.
That button looks fucked up. That cross-up. It does look a little weird. Yeah, see, she has, that's definitely a different, or noticeably different. Button is a kick now instead of a punch. So more range, naturally. For a grappling character, mind you. And then, yeah, more of this stuff. So she has some similarities, of course, from 14. But there are some notable changes, like her face and all that. Cosmetically, of course. More color. Oh yeah, she got the counter super. Yeah, you can definitely see her face right here. I don't know if we can get a better shot of it, but...
I look like a very bad Barbie girl.
Yeah, it's a little rough on 14's side. Yeah, kind of hard because like the quality gets a little crazy, but you can definitely just tell by the shape of their eyes, just from just this alone. The smile is different. The lips are different. Nose, of course, is different. Yeah, I definitely like the newer one better. Some actually say they like the older one better, but maybe they're just...
Why?
Because just not used to it, I guess, right? It's pretty drastic. It's a drastic change. So I kind of get what they're coming from, but overall for me, coming from a more casual background, so I don't have like that image burned into my head of what Angel looks like. So maybe that's why I feel that way. Like maybe there are some people who prefer rounder eyes over like the more like slightly droopy different shaped eyes, because that's what it is for 15. Oops. Let me see if I can get a better shot early on, but you kind of get the gist of it, of what she looks like or how she changes. Her hair is different too, definitely. Yeah. Oh, yeah, this is the best we can do. But
Like,
go ahead.
15, her face is softer
Mm-hmm.
and her makeup is better.
Mm-hmm.
14 is like I was rushing to get to work.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, that's just me. I like 15's iteration better for Angel. I think you can get a better shot when she does her like big super. Oh, does it again. Okay, I didn't even notice. Then the taunt. Good lord. Her expression is different too. Like she's closing her eyes for 14, and then 15 is like slightly open, more like furrowed. Like almost she's kind of looks mad, or even though she's not mad.
No, she's mad.
Maybe she's mad about something, right? So not too sure, but anyway. Yeah. Again. Alright, then. Some combos, the usual stuff from Angel. Well, I shouldn't say usual, because I never played Angel, so. I guess what we've already seen. Oh, okay, so some of the buttons now juggle, or something like that. After she does the. Yeah, I see. Now it hits like a uppercut, like a actual uppercut, instead of just putting him in a restand or whatever. So that's a drastic change right there for gameplay wise. Yeah, it launches him up instead of just restand or whatever. It also seems like it sends him higher too. Like some of her buttons send people higher, so that way you can have like a better timing with other buttons for combos in 15. Yeah, there's one point where K was in the air mid-combo, unlike 14, so more changes to how her buttons hit. So definitely, not only she got some tweaks. Yeah, obviously the camera angle is different. But yeah, not only she got tweaks from her face and everything, but gameplay-wise, she definitely got some tweaks as well, besides the punch button being changed to a kick. Her super should be coming up soon. Because she combos it from a heel kick or something like that. Boosh. 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 There's the Alex lariat. Oh, never mind. That's the other super. Boosh. I like the music. There you go. It's super, yeah, it's already like looking different too, like with that alone. So yeah,
I like the camera angle for 15 better.
For sure. They definitely did a good job, or better job.
It starts like far away, right, and then zooms in. I'm gonna fart real hard.
God damn.
Here I go.
I know. God damn it. Obviously, the zoom in 15 is from the trailer, so we can't really pretend to know. But yeah. I think like she might have a different super, because that's what happened with King of Dinosaurs. So it's possible for her to have a different super, because remember, I mean, in 14, she literally rubs people's faces on her chest, so that might go through a change. Or they just
sound like that people don't like that.
Yeah, well, I mean,
Imagine there was a gimmick for guys, the guy characters.
to take more damage or
No, they get healed.
oh, they get healed. Oh no. I feel like that's already been done somewhere, like one of those like obscure anime fighting games. I want to say with like scantily clad like fucking female characters somewhere. But just from the pose alone, it's definitely different. So does a little more extra just from that alone. So that's pretty much it. You got any more comments or you good?
The stages are better.
The what? Oh, the stages are better.
Yeah, stages are better.
Yeah, I like the stages too.
And they're slowly, because I don't know if you were looking. They're slowly fixing the shadows.
Right, the lighting and yeah.
It's like it's getting there.
Yeah. Yeah. All right, we'll briefly take a look at Luke, who is well out at this point.
Luke Skywalker?
Luke Skywalker,
Oh, it's Luke, never. Akika.
AKA Street Fighter Popeye. Fucking pulls out a can of spinach and gets buff. That'd be so funny if that was his like B skill or B trigger.
I still find it fucking hilarious that that Family Guy episode they were making fun of Popeye. That speech impediment that you had a stroke back in the day. I was like, holy crap. It's like, you don't just say that out loud, sir. So have you played Lukey?
I haven't played Luke, but I've seen the combos. He's looking pretty solid already. I watched a video with Punk.
Is he like easy to use?
Not so much, because he does have a frame specific combo. Because you know how you can like hold the punch and charge it up and get that uppercut like that. You have to charge it up at a specific moment to get it consistently. It's not just like, oh, you hold it and you know that's it.
I'm always ready for a fight.
Yeah, a lot of people have been really liking these other costumes better than the default one. But sorry, go ahead.
I like his win animation.
You don't like it, or you like it?
I don't like it.
Yeah, you don't like it. Oh, okay.
It was fucking boring.
Boring. I mean, yeah, he just kind of lays on his back and then just goes, or like or like this or something. I think, I don't know. His hands are so big, you can't even tell which one's the thumb and the index finger at times. Okay, that's his index. He's doing this. the little finger pointing.
That's his secret, Captain. His fingers are his thumbs.
Yeah, all of them are his thumbs.
Ooh.
Can you imagine just having all thumbs?
Yes, we can. It's called Spy Kids, the first one.
Oh God.
The thumbs.
Yeah.
you're like, Jesus Christ.
Yeah, I did. You just had to remind me of that. So yeah, he's the final character. So that's pretty much it for the season pass. So that's all. That's all for
now. For now.
For now, I mean, there is one more patch I think that's coming up, but that's pretty much it. Like, game is not gonna get any more updates. Kind of like with Smash. I think there is one more patch that's coming up for that game, Smash Ultimate, and then that's pretty much it as well. It's funny how like a lot of these fighting games have already like reached to their end. like Tekken 7 at this point, Soul Calibur 6, and then Street Fighter 5 and Smash Ultimate. So I don't know, maybe like most of these games are gonna come out with their next game all at the same time or something. Maybe within a similar window. That's gonna be hard to pick up all of them. Because I like fighting games, so can't help it. But that's Luke. I mean, I guess depending on how you want to use him, it kind of is maybe easy, but I imagine he's not overall. If you want to get solid with him, but he does have some unique stuff. I mean, like I said, like the V trigger doesn't go away until you hit him, or he uses up his moves. So you can't just sit there. You can't camp it out. That kind of thing. I wonder if they'll do the same for the rest of, or for certain other characters, like maybe Ryu, for example. Like his goes down a lot slower, but it still goes down. So maybe they'll tweak it. And then I want to say, I don't know. I mean, Ryu is a big example. I mean, he's kind of like up there, but not so high enough. For the most of the competitive stuff. But overall, I think he's gonna be a solid mid for sure, a solid mid tier / high mid tier. I think in the right hands, of course, he can be scary because a lot of his buttons move him forward. He can literally put people into the corner from the other opposite because of how his buttons are. He can move forward with most of his buttons, and like how his projectiles are, his uppercut is. He has an invincible uppercut. Definitely, like, I think you don't even have to EX it. I think you can just throw it out. I think it's projectile invincible when it's not EX or something. I'm not too sure, but good uppercut for sure. So that's already making him a solid character for sure. But yeah, I mean, he definitely has potential to be part of the meta, I guess, along with like Cammy and Urien and some Kadins and some Dalsims here and there. So that is the gist of for Luke. But we'll see how the next Street Fighter goes. I mean, he's supposed to be an important character for the next project or whatever they said. So we'll see how Luke is and how he fares in the story and everything else in between. Alright, so let's move on to a different fighting game. This is for Dungeon Fighter Duel. They've come out with these character play videos, including Berserker, Inquisitor, and Grappler. So let's just go through all of them. They're like short, so they're like 30 seconds each. This one's Berserker. They're all Korean, so. Bazaka. Sadly, does not have the Bazakar as a super. Yeah, he looks cool though. I mean, it looks like an Arc 6 game, alright.
Tetsuga! Kiba, is that you?
Right.
It's more. I'm kind of impressed that Arc Systems are going with Korean voiceover.
Yeah, for the actual promo, yeah.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Because again, lo and behold, guys, this is a Korean.
It's a Korean game.
Game.
Yeah.
So would it make sense if it's in Japanese?
Japanese.
I mean, I'm sure there's going to be the option to change it, but
Japanese and English. Mm-hmm.
But to have it in its home language is actually pretty impressive.
Yeah, I give them kudos for just showing off the actual language of origin first, rather than just Japanese default. So so I think we'll definitely see English and Japanese for sure. For the voiceovers once we get the game. But I've noticed some people, not all of them, of course, but some people have pointed out that the more of these games come out from Arc Sys, you know, it'll start to like sort of blend together in a way for art styles, cause like, you know, Granblue did this sort of style too, and now Dungeon Fighter is now doing it, and then of course Dragon Ball, it works because, you know, of course, you know, for Dragon Ball Fighters. But you know, it comes to a point. I guess it will come to a point where these games will still start to look the same for the casual eyes. I guess maybe a negative, I guess, is that the art style is kind of samey in a way. I don't know. I mean, how would you? I mean, how do you feel about that?
I mean, it's kind of like matching up art styles. So, because I haven't really played Dungeon Fighters, but I think that's how it looks.
I think it's more sprites than anything,
Yes.
but I could be wrong. But
I mean, we have the power of the internet.
we have the power of the internet, sure.
I'm gonna go check right now. Like how? Okay, so there's different freaking look.
There's different looks, yeah. So I really can't say like what's like the original look, I guess. But I think the first, if I'm correct, the first
it looks like Flash gamey.
Sprites.
The original look.
Yeah. Now we have Inquisitor.
Unqualified. I forgot who, because I was in the guy's Discord.
Yeah.
Someone had the hardest time pronouncing this word.
Inquisitor? Oh, okay.
Yeah. They're like Inquisitor.
Yeah.
I was like, what?
I wonder who.
Like,
I wonder who was having trouble. Is it Mitchie or something? Like.
I don't know, but I was like, are you okay? Are you having a seizure?
I mean, when I first look at the word, I'm like, but it's like Inquisitor.
I think it's the Q that throws it off.
Maybe, or like the QUI, maybe, I don't know. Inquisitor. Inquisitor. So, from what I can understand, these aren't just like the default classes. These are from like branching, like options to drop classes.
Branch. It's like you have your like fighter,
and then you have a striker on the below.
Yeah.
Because there's
a
there's a fighter, and then there's the striker, and then there's a grappler, and there's like other shit.
So there's the job classes, but different job trees.
There's they all have like branching paths and stuff like that. I mean, I like this art style for sure, and I'm not gonna complain about it. But I get where people are coming from, where if they just start using only this style, is like, yeah, you know, it kind of becomes stale at some point, I guess. I don't know, you just can't help but think this looks cool, you know, just because it's a cartoon, like an anime / cartoon, like it's always gonna have charm to it, no matter what. So I don't mind seeing this like for like a One Piece Arxis fighting game, like possibly in the future, right? Or Naruto even, or like Bleach even though I don't like Bleach, but if it looks cool, I'll you know, give it a whirl, right?
Just looking at Inquisitors, I'm gonna guess that's their special.
That's their big super.
It's kind of on the nose of what Inquisitors actually
do
back in the day.
Do they hunt witches or something like that?
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, hunt witches, heretics. So seeing, you know, Berserker being tied up on a stake is like, ooh, that's a little on the nose. And that I'm guessing the book is the Bible.
Yeah, because I think Inquisitor comes from like the priest class, and then you can branch off to a more of like a warrior priest. So I guess that's what an Inquisitor is here. That's why I'm just purely guessing. But
it's like, oh, you're gonna read me my last rites? Hell no, I'm sending you to hell.
Yeah, because she had like the big wheel super, or one of her supers is a big wheel.
I forgot what that wheel is called, but it was a torture device.
It's a torture device, yeah. Like very medieval esque class for sure.
And then it doesn't help that her skull, there's a skull on her weapon.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, all those chains, John Alter would be freaking happy. She'd be like, cousin?
Mm-hmm.
It's like, hi.
Mm-hmm.
Sending you to hell!
Mm-hmm.
Okay, time to look at little boys. I mean, what?
Okay, well, anyway. I'm gonna pretend I didn't hear that. But anyway, we got Grappler coming up, who's not a little
That's
boy.
not one fucking grappler.
It's Judo Man.
That was a nice... That was a nice, like...
Throw, spin animation, yeah. You definitely can't deny of how good it looks in terms of movement, for sure.
I'm trying to figure out what type of fighting style. It's not karate.
Well, it's judo, for sure.
Yeah,
Like, it's a mix of judo and,
ka-
like, other, like, stuff, like Aikido and, like...
Yeah, I think it is judo and aikido put together because
Mhm.
he does the flip.
Yeah, it's supposed to be a shoulder throw. Super exaggerated, though.
Right there, that throw.
Yeah.
Oh, hi, John Telby.
I think it's just like karate, aikido, and judo mixed together, but more emphasis on aikido and judo.
I kind of find it funny that I guess that was his wing pose. He has his school and
Yeah, the school, the dojo and stuff.
the
Yeah.
dojo name with him is like you carry your school's banner
Yeah.
with you.
Damn, that's some pride right there, dude. Yeah. Interestingly enough, it's Japanese. It's not, Korean or anything like that. So.
Well, I can't read kanji.
Yeah, I mean it's all kanji for sure.
I know. Maybe you can read kanji. What does it say?
No, I not this case, bro.
Okay, I know what it says. Your ass is grass.
Your ass is grass. Asses to asses. That's what it is. Okay. So it's called, well, in lore, right? It's called Black Pearl Ring Martial Arts. Okay. So obviously, emphasis on grabs, strength, that sort of thing. I mean, it looks cool. I think I'll try him out, and plus the ranger, the male ranger, for sure. He looks cool. I wonder if there's any more right now, or it's just the 3. Okay, yeah, it's just the 3 for right now. They'll probably do more like next week as we record. So as we record this, but yeah, overall, I mean, you got any more comments about Dungeon Fighter so far? Dungeon Fighter Duel.
I have nothing else to say.
Yeah, looking good. I mean, I want to see other classes for sure, just to, fulfill more of that curiosity and stuff. I mean, yeah, there's already potential mains, I guess. I kind of want to dabble into female striker, which is this character right here in the thumbnail. Was there any other ones I'm missing besides Ranger? There's probably one more, but either way, looks cool. So, still, and definitely am curious still. But there is the other Arxis game where obviously there's more budget into this art style, and so it definitely looks more refined and different enough and clean. And that's with Happy Chaos. I don't go through the entire thing, but basically overall, he has a concentration meter and a ammo meter. So you have to reload at some point. You have to take a stance of firing, aiming, and firing. and use concentration as well. So not only uses up ammo, I believe it also uses up, yeah, so it also uses up concentration. So it's not just for like magic purposes, but it actually uses more from the gun. So you can't really zone forever, which is nice. You know, it's like, yeah, you know, you can zone, but you can't do it forever. You have to actually go in and whatever. Of course, you have to not only reload, you have to let it. There's a cooldown for it, and there are his clones, which actually act as walls, like actual walls, like Aganos. I don't know why is the caption on. That's weird. Anyway, they act like Aganos as walls, so that means they can be like a corner almost. So you can actually bring up a corner behind them or whatever to you know, to mess them up. And oh yeah, you can also focus, so that means I think his concentration either goes down slower or it charges up faster or something like that. I forget. Or I think his shots become more accurate or something like that, because there is a rate of accuracy in this game too for chaos. Yeah, overall, like, just the gist of things is that he has a wall, he can roll, and he can shoot, and he's pretty technical. So, not the easiest character to pick up, definitely right now. There's his wall right there, which takes up some HP. Actually, it's not concentration; it's HP. So it's like a substitute from Pokemon if you want to think of it that way. But again, it acts like an actual wall. See how he stops right there and stuff like that. He has to hit it. And there's Curse. I think that also is a way to make his shots more accurate, I think. Yeah, that's without it. And there's with it. Yeah, see, now it's on his elbow. So it makes it more accurate.
Curse reminds me of Fong's poison ball.
The poison ball, how it like moves and stuff. There's Machina, Deus Ex Machina, which actually hits from all sides. Like, it could be behind him, it could be in front of him. It's a good way to finish the combo when they're on the wall, to wall break.
Yep.
Yep, and then there's one behind him. You can shoot from behind.
He's Bayonetta.
And then literally can just, yeah, shoot people from the air, put them in the wall, and then just finish it with the super. And then there's super focus, which that definitely fills up his gauge faster. And of course, when you're in the gun stance, though, you can't block, so that's like a kind of a price you have to pay, in a way. You have to be careful about that. His punch is a forward slash, which a lot of people do use as a combo finisher, and it looks funny. It's just the way he punches. Yeah, you can also use super focus to, you know, tighten up your block strings in a way with more gunshots. There's his stronger shot, like a snipe shot type of thing, which he just shoots up in the air, but I think it's more damaging, I think. Yeah, overall, he's a pretty crazy zoning type of character with some interesting things that once you can, like, learn, you can, like, put down your toolkit and really mess people up. So maybe he'll definitely be part of the competition as well. Let me pull up some examples. I think I have just one. Oh yeah, I think I just put in here. Yeah, I did. So here's one. This is just a combo, pretty much like what I've talked about. And then, yep, drives to the wall. Yeah, he just does. I think he just does a combo again. I think something like that. But no bars, I think. But this is from one corner over the other too, so that's pretty crazy. And
You know what his moves, some of it reminds me of? Gamora.
Oh yeah, you're right. Yeah.
Some of his moves reminds me of that one. The jump shoot down. That reminds me of freaking Gamora because that's all you saw in every of her damn combos.
Yeah. I get where you're coming from. Yeah, it's funny enough. When he pulls out his pistol, that counts as a hit, so you can use that as part of a loop. So I think literally there's one combo where you just have to pull out your pistol, shoot, pull out your pistol, shoot, pull out your pistol, shoot, as long as you have the ammo for it, and finish it off with either more of the sniping, whatever, like the upper shots, or the super to drive him to the wall. But obviously, he takes some time to get learning, so he's not the easiest character, definitely, unless you put in the time. Then yeah, that could be the case. But I did want to show the example of the wall, or his clone being like a wall. It is literally what happens here with Saul Bad Guy. Yep, see? That's his big command grab super, and the wall or the clone literally stops him because it's not a hit. It's a grab. So it's a actual wall.
There was another video of I can't find it. It was on Twitter. Kai did his dragon install, rushing towards Chaos, and Chaos just shoots him. And I was like, yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, I wonder if they'll like tweak the wall at some point, like where even command grabs can count as hits or something like that. But for right now, I mean, you could use it to literally stop people like Saul from grabbing you from the other side of the screen. So that's that fucked up sort of side of the fighting game character. So I just thought it was pretty funny. So yeah, I mean, it's funny because a lot of people in the past were saying, oh, Strive is gonna be beginner friendly, blah blah blah, but no, dude, it's just as complicated in its own right, I think, because the DLC characters, yeah, like Gold Lewis came out, people thought he was gonna be like whatever, but he's like literally up there, and then Jacko, complicated to use, pretty good I think, but complicated to use. And now we have Happy Chaos, who, again, complicated to use, hard to master, but once you do, he's good, potentially. So we'll have to see for sure. Any other comments for Happy Chaos? All right, that's it for the fighting game portion of things. We can definitely move on to the frontline type of news. Starting with this one, I've noticed this one definitely happened this morning. That's with the news about the Game Awards, relating to the Game Awards, taking no sides when it comes to the Activision situation, or Activision/Blizzard situation. And a lot of people are up in arms about it because, a lot of people are saying, like, if you don't pick a side, even if you don't pick a side, even if you don't, you're still picking a side in a way, because you're kind of like turning your back away from, all the allegations of sexual misconduct and everything that happened at the company. So, I mean, I do understand why they're doing this, because it's like, this hasn't been taken to court. We really don't know if Blizzard is still guilty. So I don't blame Game Awards for doing that, or Jeff Keighley for doing that. So from a business standpoint, I get it. Well, obviously morally, you want to pick the side of the workers and stuff like that. But I mean, Game Awards is just it's another business thing or business project, so it's like you can't really help. It can't really be helped. It sucks to kind of see this, sure, but you have to see why. What's also kind of damning is that the board members of the Game Awards, one of them, funny enough, is from Activision. So that probably does come into play as to why this is the answer, or why they're not taking sides or whatever. His name is Rob Kostick, I think his name is, funny enough. From Active Blizz. He's the president of the company, I believe. So he's the member of the board for Game Awards. So whether that plays a part or not, I mean, there's something, I guess. There's some sort of connection to it. So that's where people are thinking, like, oh, it's because of him. Fucking Keighley wants to, I guess, be a simp for business. So, blah, blah, blah. It doesn't have a spine or anything like that. But, previously, Keighley actually stood for Kojima when there was the whole Kojima fallout from Konami. So, obviously, there's some discrepancies there because, yeah, he picked a side for Kojima. He picked Kojima's side, but, for this time around, he's not picking the side for the workers, right? So, obviously, for the audience, that looks bad. But, again, like, from a business standpoint, I get it. I felt like it would have been best to not comment at all, but I guess I guess the gaming media was like pressuring Keighley or whoever answered for them to provide a comment. I think overall it would have been best to just say no comment. You know what I mean? We don't have any comments.
Yep. You should have.
Mm-hmm.
But then people might just
assume for themselves, yeah.
Assume or take it out of context, like,
yeah.
Jesus Christ.
Mm-hmm. I feel like even then, like, yeah, like, oh, why aren't you commenting on this? Aren't you on the side of the worker? That sort of thing, right? I guess I get it or I get why he actually took the side for Kojima, because we know what happened, right? Kojima got fired from Konami for because creative differences and such. So I think it's more obvious. It's not like something you can take to court or anything like that, for the most part. So that's why I think he had a definitive like answer in his mind, like I know whose side to take, sort of thing. But for this one, we haven't had the court case being settled or anything like that, so we don't know. You know what I mean? So obviously there's the image that you don't want to risk. Is a business. You know what I mean? Image is very important. So there is still a risk of putting our image on the line. You know what I mean? So so that's why it's kind of important to just like let things settle for themselves, sort of thing, rather than involving yourself somehow, like indirectly or directly with whatever situation, I guess, is what I'm trying to say here. But yeah, I don't know. I mean, am I still gonna watch the Game Awards? Sure. I mean, there's gonna be reveals and stuff like that, so right. Yeah. That's what I got, so I don't know. What is there anything you want to do? Chime in.
I don't know.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm going to watch the Game Awards, but it's like, with all this stuff happening in the industry, it's like, come on, people, you gotta learn how to just put it aside for just for the time being and just watch it.
Right. No. Yeah. I get what you're trying to say.
And no one's forcing you to watch the Game Awards.
Yeah. You still have a choice. Like you don't. you don't have to watch it, or anything like that.
I mean, like again, if Jeff Keighley's answer wasn't to your satisfactory, then by all means, don't,
Yeah.
don't fucking watch it.
Mm-hmm.
Or just do like how my cousin was when when the presidential elections were happening, with the debates and stuff.
Yeah.
Every time that the candidate that she didn't like, she just muted. She muted the TV and then she unmuted. That's all she did. And I was like, doesn't that get irritating? And she's like, no, because it's fun. I was like, what do you mean? Because when they talk, I can make up words coming out of his mouth.
You can dub it.
I'm like,
that's kind of interesting.
like, you have problems.
Yeah. Don't you want to? Don't you need to hear what they need to say or want to say about this particular topic, right? Was what if they are actually right on that topic, right? I mean, like that's why you don't just like that's like an echo chamber almost, right? Like if you mute everyone else except yourself or people you like, it's now what a echo chamber sort of is. So I don't know. Anyway, different subject. So overall, I mean, I get it. It's just a business move to preserve their image, right? That's kind of what it is at the end of the day. It's a fucking business. It's a giant commercial. The Game Awards, that's what it is. It's just advertising these games, whether they win awards or not. When they are nominated, it's advertisement. Getting that name out there.
Yep.
That's all it is.
Oh well.
All right. This is a little more fun because it involves with some graphics cards. So apparently, one of the product managers from EVGA has announced in a forum post that someone stole a truck full of RTX 30 graphics cards during late October.
Nothing stronger than family.
Yeah.
Ride or die.
There's a thumbnail from IGN with Fast and Furious on there. The Fast and the Furious, the first one. You can definitely tell with the orange Supra, which is hilarious. That's I mean, if that's really true, like, god damn it, man, that's like one more like nail in the coffin. You know what I mean? Like, well, that dwindles more chances, right? I mean, besides people stealing shit.
Like, yes, mostly everyone here and their grandmother was a 30 series, but the ones don't think it's needed now. It's nice to have, but it's not needed now.
For sure.
Unless you're like me, I'm fucking running a 1060 right now. Hi!
I'm running a 1070.
Thank you for still living.
Yeah. I still have a 1070, so it's been like what, like 3 years for me at this point.
Something.
Because I made this computer January 2018, I believe. So we're getting close to 4.
And it gave you a lot of problems.
Yeah, along the way, yes. I definitely cannot record in 4K. That's kind of like the big hurdle.
That's the thing. Yeah, that's the thing. Like, with all the videos I recorded with of
Apex,
the Apex games, 1080. I don't know what the hell I'm doing wrong with the rendering, but like the raw video looks good, right?
Yeah.
And I guess also when it's rendered, the video still looks good, but once it's uploaded to YouTube, I see pixelation when I'm running.
Okay, so here's the kicker, right? For the average Joe, those videos aren't gonna look good on purpose because of how much videos are on YouTube. So they're trying to like reserve a lot of the data and stuff like that for like all the popular videos. So whenever a video hits a certain amount of views, then they start to convert over to the better codec for your video. So whenever you upload a video, it automatically is AVC2. That's the codec for the shitty one. But once you hit, let's say, 10K or something like that, or more, then they switch over to VP9. That's the better one, right? So the only way right now to get around to VP9 is to upload something in 4K. So that's why some of my videos look pretty good, but that's only because I have to blow it up to 4K. And the only way I can do that is to use the standalone mode for my Elgato 4K Plus or whatever the fuck it's called. But you know, sometimes it's harder to use because I can't see what I'm recording. I just have to just believe in the device, believe it, to assume that the file is okay. Because there are times where I record something, I plug it in, plug in the SD card into the computer, and I see the video file, and it's like fucked up because like the audio's desynced, the video like flickers sometimes, and that's just some videos too. So it kind of sucks. It's inconsistent at times. So I'm just like afraid at times. Okay, do I go for a long recording, or do I just like record like a little bit at a time, right, and hope that, you know, most of the files are good. You know what I mean? So yeah.
So you and I, we're gonna have to work this shit out. After, you're gonna have to show me how to set up the 4K capture utility.
I mean, do you even have the 4K device though?
I don't know. My stuff is. What are you? HD60S?
That's still 1080p, so there's no way for you to get 4K. Yeah, I mean, you could convert, like, okay, so in the when you edit it, I guess you can make it into I think even 2K could work too, which is half the resolution. But even then, you're stretching out your video, so I don't know how that's gonna look, you know, on YouTube. That's the only way I can think of. Is just when you export it, or what do you call, render it out, you have to change the project file or project size to whatever the dimensions for 4K are, which I think is like 3800 by 2160 or something like that. It's 2160p, give or take. So that's the only way for you to do that in your situation. If you have a 4K S Plus or whatever, and you use the standalone recording mode, then you're okay. But you know, it's not perfect as always. Like I've kind of been saying, because I tried recording my PC with the device plugged into my PC. No. I have a 1070. It is not meant for 4K, which was made apparent to me when I tried to record Guilty Gear Strive with just my PC. Yeah, it's not. It's no bueno.
No buenos.
Yeah, no buenos. Yeah. So that's So that's kind of the struggles of wanting a RTX 30 graphics card. Now, again, we don't need it, sure, but eventually it would be nice.
It'd be nice to have.
Plus, yeah, I mean, the fact that people are stealing it, they're scalping it, they're botting it. There's a shortage of semiconductors, parts, you know, that sort of thing for graphics cards and consoles. So we're gonna see now shortages for PS5s, Xboxes, and even Nintendo Switches. So on top of that, we're definitely not gonna see graphics cards anytime soon in stores. So you just gotta get lucky, man. That's how people are doing it. They're just getting lucky. That's hard. That's harder to get than Pokemon cards, man. And Pokemon cards were hard to get beginning of the year. Like, trust me. Oh boy. But luckily, I don't have a PC game or anything like that I'm like oh, I gotta play this in 4K. Oh my god, you know. So, but
Yeah.
my issue is I want to record in 4K at times, right, on my PC, but I can't because I don't have the graphics card to do it. So that's how it would be. All right. Well, I think we can move on from there. Where are we at right now in terms of time? Oh, an hour 30. That's not bad. Okay. Up next, we do have something, another interesting topic to cover, which is some leaks involving from Capcom, unfortunately. Let me bring that up and this one as well. There was a leak of concept art with Wesker. Wesker, yeah, Whisker. Wesker is supposed to be involved in the, I think this is RE4 remake. I think. Yeah, new portion of RE4 remake. And what's interesting or really unfortunate for this situation is that this is all leaked from the voice actor of Wesker, which is DC Douglas. So right now, or at the time, let's just say, he's been under fire for violating the NDA. Not only that, but he's been now being accused of, or he's being alleged that he is grooming younger women, underage, I think, something like that. So it's just kind of one of those situations now too for DC Douglas. So a bit of that Twitter cancellation kind of situation for Douglas. But just from this alone is like, that sucks. I mean, I don't know why made him do that. But I guess he just couldn't keep his mouth shut for some reason. I mean, what's with Capcom and like their voice actors not being able to keep their mouths shut? Because I've heard from like Ruben Langdon was kind of part of that. Some other voice actors from Devil May Cry, I think. It's just, I don't know.
Guess they took a page from Tom Holland.
That's right. He had a tendency to do that. He almost spoiled something in the video with Zendaya, and then I forget his name, but he's that actor for Peter's best friend, the big dude. I forget that actor's name, but they were in a video together, and he almost says something, but he's like, like you kind of see in his face, like almost. He wants to like keep his mouth shut because he, accidentally spoils things as a tendency. So that's a thing, It's hard to keep the mouth shut at times. But in Douglas's case, it really makes me wonder, at least, like, why? How does this happen? Like, I don't know. So that sucks. This could have been a good surprise for RE4 remake. I mean, well, first off, yeah, we know what's happening for sure, but Wesker, like, yeah, that could have been cool to see him without being leaked and everything. So I mean, we would have seen him for sure in the trailer and stuff like that. But now it's like, okay, cool. So yeah, there's this concept art. He's got like a gun strap and stuff like that, or gun belt, and a vest, looking clean, suave,
But why is his arm wrapped up?
Maybe at the time he was experimenting with himself with the T virus. Because by 5, right? That's when he's like, he's one with the T virus, and he's all powered up and shit. That's when he goes.
What is there's an anime where it's not Inuyasha because it's not Miroku, but it's kind of like the guy had to have his hand wrapped up all the time.
Okay.
I forgot what anime it is.
Fuck yeah! Now you're getting me. Now you got me hot and bothered. Like, oh my god, what is anime?
What is anime?
What is anime? Ugh. Now I kind of want to look it up too. Bandaged arm. I mean, there's several like of those tropes. EA had that going. I want to say, well, wasn't that guy from Princess Mononoke had something like that going on with the banded up, wrapped up arm? I want to say that happened too. I forget. It's been a while. It's been a long while since I've last watched that movie. Sorry, what? Bandaged arm. Well, anyway. So, yeah, Wesker has that arm going on.
His fat arm.
Yeah. Oh, I didn't know he was a lefty.
I don't know. Let's ask Mike. Mike!
I know, right? Yeah, I saw this from Mike first, oddly enough. And then this blew up, you know? Mike's Twitter, I mean. Saw this, I saw that there first, and then, you know, this whole thing blew up. Let me check the other one. Just in case. If there's any, like, different captions or whatever. Yeah, there's like text messages and screenshots and stuff like that. Yeah, like he's used his status as a voice actor to like bring women in and stuff like that for grooming purposes, whatever. So you know, even like I indirectly admits that type of stuff apparently on stream when he was drunk. So I guess it's true, but I'm not gonna like, you know, put my foot on that situation. You know, there's been a lot of those, so I tend to stay away from that nowadays. But you know, it's definitely worth, I guess, bringing up to some extent. So yeah, I don't know what's going on with Mr. Douglas, but unfortunately, yeah, he broke contract. He violated the contract, NDA. You know, so that alone is like, why? Definitely makes me question, why did that happen? Oh, do you have any comments? Or are you good? Yeah, exactly right. Just why? Why?
Like you're just watching, like, again, a train wreck.
It sucks too, cause like, you know, DC Douglas, he's a good voice actor. He's memorable, at least. You know, as Wesker. But it's kind of that thing with like, "Don't meet your heroes" line from The Incredibles.
Mm-hmm.
You know. Yeah, it's definitely disappointing. If of course, if this is all true, right? If this does come to light, I guess sometime down the road, but it's still disappointing. Just again from the NDA part, you know. Alrighty, well, that's that. Okay, so to wrap up this part of news, PlayStation, there are rumors PlayStation is gonna have some sort of subscription plan to compete with Xbox's Game Pass. So Game Pass, for those who kind of forgot or don't know what it is at this point, it offers like for a payment of like I think it's $10 a month. You have access to like all these games, right? You just gotta download them to your PC or Xbox, and you can play like the classics, or you can even play the new titles for $10 a month, I think, depending on what plan you choose. So in a way, you can actually save up a lot of money, right? Instead of like paying $60, yeah, it's your game, sure, but as long as you have that subscription, you can have access to all those games. So PlayStation could have something to compete with that, and if that's true, they're saying they're going to use this opportunity to have the classic PS1, PS2, and PS3 games and more, according to Final Weapon here on Twitter. So essentially, yes, it is going to be a PlayStation version of Game Pass, all the way, starting all the way from PlayStation 1. So if that's the case, right, and if they have certain titles, from the past that really tickled the nostalgia sort of hairs, I could be on board with this, man, because I'm more of a PlayStation guy than I am with a Xbox. So, for if you want to pay just 1 month, $10, let's just say, hypothetically speaking, you have all this stuff to play around with, man, for 1 month. So, do you have any comments about that? Because I would love to see something like that if they do it right.
Yeah, if they do it right. But to me, like, I want to pay more.
It would be cool if it was included in the PlayStation Plus membership.
Yes.
That would be nice. That would be super nice.
Or what's the other subscription that's on PlayStation right now?
Oh, PlayStation Now or something like that, I think it's called.
I think I just said it, but I'm realizing. But anyways.
Yeah. Okay.
but if, they can somehow work it into like just paying one big price with the PSN, like a big ass package. Because right now, PlayStation's. Well, they did it themselves before Nintendo, but like how Nintendo's in the whole like tier shit.
Yeah.
If you wanna play N64 games and all those other games, you pay extra. Oh, and we also gonna give you Animal Crossing.
Home Designer, yeah. For
Home Designer, which should be in a DLC, separate DLC to buy, but
it is. It's just I don't know why they even included
throwing that.
They threw that in there for some reason. I don't. Yeah. Anyway, yeah.
It's just like.
I hope they have the right games, or like just put all the games in there, or most of the games in there.
Oh yes, let's put Lair.
Monster Rancher. The classic Monster Rancher games, Digimon stuff, I'm sure they could do that because, like, I'm sure
Original,
PlayStation, Sony,
Marvel vs. Capcom 3 with broken ass.
Yeah, that's possible. Yeah, they could do like MK9, put like of course the older God of War games in there. What is it? Like I said, like Digimon is pretty possible because like I feel like Namco Bandai and Sony are like buddy kind of. So we could definitely see those games come up, like Tekken 3 or Tekken 2. All the Tekken stuff, right? Definitely there. The rest of the Tales games, that would be sick. I'd be so down for all the other older Tales games, like Tale of Destiny. I want to play that for sure, if that ever comes to light. But yeah, anyway, if they have the right games, I'm all for it. Hope they do this right with the business model, pricing. That's very important too. Besides the idea, the execution is definitely important. So that's the gist of it. So hopefully it happens and done right. So I think we're good on this part, right? Are we good? All right. We good. All right.
We good.
We definitely good. All right. The rest of the news, we have time to cover rest of them. So I put this in here because I thought this was interesting. This is about Respawn, who is currently working on Apex Legends. They put this out on their official Twitter, kind of like regarding to their older games, including Titanfall. That's where they started from, kind of, right?
Titanfall.
Yeah, Titanfall is. I'll read this statement. Pilots. Titanfall is part of our DNA at Respawn. It's a game that showcased the ambitions of the studio when it first was released more than 7 years ago, and it continues to be a beacon of innovation that we strive for in all our games. We made the decision to discontinue new sales of the original Titanfall game starting today, and we'll be removing the game from subscription services on March 1st, 2022. We will, however, be keeping servers live for dedicated fan base and still playing, and those who own the game and are looking to drop into the match. Rest assured, Titanfall is core to Respawn's DNA, and its incredible universe will continue today in Titanfall 2 and Apex Legends and in the future. This franchise is a North Star for the caliber of experiences we will continue to create here at Respawn. Thank you from the entire Respawn team. So that's the end of the statement there. It definitely makes me wish about Titanfall getting more of that love, but because of with Apex Legends and stuff like that, it's being super successful right now for what it is. With its battle royale and battle pass and all that stuff. That's just kind of what it is right now, man. That's just kind of those kind of games are still trending. So it's harder to say when Titanfall 3 is ever going to come out, anytime soon. I love to get my hands on Titanfall 3, man. I mean, I love Titanfall 2. That's a really fun game I've had with playing with the guys, right? I mean, you get to just do a lot of stuff in that game, man. You can pilot the big mechas or the big robots, or titans, right? You can, depending on what equipment you choose, you have the grapple hook. You can by default run on walls. You have all these abilities that these heroes from Apex Legends were based off of, right? I mean, all the heroes have like these Titanfall stuff split off from each other, but when you play Titanfall, yeah.
I was gonna say we recently have a Apex Legend that's actually has not a legacy, but some family tie-ins to Titanfall. It's like, so you're just looking at Respawn. So when are we gonna control mechs?
Yeah. I mean, Ash is literally Ronin, the Ronin Titan from Titanfall. Like, he has a sword, can cut through, and then I think teleport and everything. It's literally that in a hero, I believe. So, I mean, it could have been neat if she can deflect bullets, because that's what the Ronin did. Because it's supposed to be like a close quarters robot. No, I don't think it had any guns at all. So he just had the sword, right, and then some little weak ass fucking little pea shooter, I think, if I can recall correctly. But it can deflect bullets and really do some good damage up close, right? But it's a glass cannon, obviously, so it'll blow up easily if you ape on that robot. But either way, just thought it was just worth noting. They're still saying they're still talking about Titanfall, so it's like, hey, this is still in their head, right? I mean, obviously, but it just depends on EA, and yeah. So I want to see Titanfall 3 or whatever, right? Maybe Apex Legends will become Titanfall at some point. They'll have like a separate mode, right? It's just team deathmatch, and you can pilot the robots and everything, you know, the Titans, and that's that. You know, that's it for Titanfall, right? But it's, you know, that's because Titanfall has merged into the Apex Legends universe at this point. I mean, it's all in the same fucking universe anyway. So, I mean, I guess anything's possible from there. We'll see. We'll see how shooters go, because I definitely need that itch, right? Obviously, if I go back to Titanfall 2, you know, there's not enough players, right? You're probably just gonna run into the same players over and over again, and by that time, I mean, you're gonna get mauled anyway. So, that's kind of what kind of sucks about it. Unless Respawn would advertise Titanfall 2 more for some reason. I don't know. But they're all just on Apex Legends at this point, I think, right? Most of them on Apex Legends. Again, it can't be helped. It's a BR. You know, that's just kind of what it is right now. Right. I think so. We're good on that, right? Yep. All right. More on games. This is Pragmata. Remember that game that was announced from Capcom with the girl and the space dude? This was a short video.
3,000 years ago.
Mm-hmm. This is a short video from a couple weeks ago. They wanted to just communicate with the fans, and pretty much had a very creative way of announcing their delay. So it's instead of 2022, now they moved it to 2023. It just says 2023, the scribble next to the 2022, and it says sorry. The girl is cute. I get it, you know.
It should have been the astronaut.
I know, right?
And doing the whole South Park thing. We're sorry. We're so sorry.
Yeah. We're sorry.
There was like, I think it was the opening shot. I thought it was somebody else because, you know, there's that certain like lighting or the angle. It looked like it was an adult, right?
Yeah.
And then you zoom out. But that is really creepy. Like how the iris.
Yeah, they're definitely getting there.
Like, it's like opening and closing. I'm like, holy shit.
They're getting the eyes. Yeah, they're getting it down to the eyes, you know, at this point. The hair is still kind of funny, but it's getting there. It's getting there, for sure.
But just the eyes alone is like the subtle twitching, because, you know, your eyes don't stay straight.
Oh, yeah, they're dilating all the time.
They're dilating and they're vibrating. Well, not vibrating, but they're just
it's pulsating because the different amount of light and colors coming into your eyes.
So that's like really scary to me. It's like, wow, that's awesome. It's like, yeah, but when you think about it, it's freaking scary. And then we look at Japan. How are you guys doing? Oh, we made this robot.
With expressions.
Yeah, with expressions. You're talking about the one, like, I guess the robot's skin is blue, right?
Bluish, grayish, right? Yeah.
Like, it was sleeping, then all of a sudden it wakes up.
Oh, yeah, there's plenty of videos like that, yeah. I mean,
that one, I was like, it's like, okay, how much you charging just to be a sex bot? Because you know that's what you're going to be making first. You ain't going to be making robots to help
people, yeah.
You know? I mean, you are helping people.
They are helping them, right? They're service workers. They're service workers. They're service workers, quote unquote. They're doing a service.
I'm gonna load back onto 14 now. Okay, bye. Thank you, guys.
Anyways, Pragmata is delayed. That's what the news is.
I swear to God, if Game Awards, Bayonetta, right? Bayonetta 3 supposed to be out next year, right?
But they've already but they've already talked about it, so we're good, right? That's what Platinum's probably thinking.
But if I hear the D word, somebody at my boyfriend's house is gonna die. It ain't gonna be me.
I mean, I get it, but nowadays, like, when I hear the word delay, I'm like, okay, thank God, because, you know, I can work on my other games or just, like, do something else. The game could potentially be better.
I don't want to work on 14 for another year.
There's other stuff you can do. Right? you got other hobbies? Get a real job. Go touch grass.
Which one? The one on the ground or the one you put between your lips? Exactly. I was like, why not both?
Go touch that grass. Get some sun. I mean, you already get plenty of sun, I'm sure. But anyway, I need sun. But anyway, so it's delayed. That's pretty much it. I mean, I still don't know what the game is, so it's like beyond the game is delayed. Oh well, it sucks. I mean, but I don't know what it is, so I can't really say. Am I excited for it? Am I, you know, do I want this game? I don't know. I mean, I'm intrigued. I'm curious. That's. I mean, I'll give them that, but other than that, I don't know what the fuck that game is. It just features a space guy and little girl. All right. Anyway, this is a little bit of a quick one. Fall Guys. I just thought I'd point this out with their collaboration with Ghost of Tsushima. I mean, I really like the game, so you know I want to continue to have some sort of excuse to praise it. So yep, you know there's something here relating to Ghost of Tsushima, but not with Fall Guys. So I thought this you know it's cute. The costume is cute and all. I think it still deserves the attention and stuff like that. It definitely got robbed at the Game Awards, in my opinion. I think it won something, but I felt like it should have won more. I think it was the same year because of Last of Us Part 2, which was like stealing all the other fucking awards, excuse me, in categories. Like Ghost of Tsushima kind of barely got anything, along with all the other games too. So it's not the only one, but still, Ghost of Tsushima is a great game. I think it deserves it. I honestly want to get into get myself the PlayStation 5 version, just to like, you know, experience it again and just see it with like the higher resolution and all that stuff. Like,
oh yeah, because Ghost of Tsushima doesn't do the upgrade, right?
I don't think so. I think we've talked about it. Yeah.
Yeah, I don't think it does.
Unfortunately, I think it's one of the few games that you can't upgrade or something like that. I hope I'm wrong, but I think it's.
Again, we have technology like staring at us. Your PS5, my PS5 is like staring at us. You could just look at us.
I know.
It's like you're too far away.
Yeah, too far. I mean, I have my phone, but that's too far away too.
I mean, I have the controller in my hand. You know, gotta go beep and
then hear the whoop and then the wong wong and the game.
Hear the fans, you know, skyrocket.
Mm-hmm.
Which I think I need to clean my PS5 before I leave.
You need to what?
The dust.
Oh yeah. I need to clean my PC. I think because how often do you clean your PC, like the dust and everything? How often do you dust off your PC? Or have you been told how often do you need to dust off your PC? Is it like once a season, or is it twice a season, or like?
Well, let me see if I see any dust, because I mostly start dusty if I see a clutter of dust in the corners. Yeah,
I see. Yeah,
but ideally, I think it's supposed to be like twice every 2 months or something like that.
Holy crap!
Well, it also depends on how, you know, actively.
Yeah, how actively and how dusty your room is, and like, yeah, air quality. I mean, there's dust on top. There's some dust on top of my PC, but that's all I see.
But
for
that's just like you can wipe it.
Yeah,
off.
you wipe it off with my hand, or you can use your hand, use your wipe.
Use your tongue. Then you find out that you're you're allergic to dust, so you're choking and you're on the ground.
Yeah.
And you died.
Anyway, that was a cute collaboration. So, yeah.
Best part of waking up
is wait, what the fuck? Why is that there? Why is Mega Man Netflix? That's not Mega Man Netflix. Okay, so anyway, there was.
Sorry, just random talk. I forgot who kept freaking singing Folgers.
Oh, is it Todd?
I think it was either Todd or Josh because they kept going like the
That sounds like Todd
jingle, and then they would just say something completely like
yeah, like a parody. Yeah. That sounds like Todd to me.
Because then I just joined in. I was like, when he was like saying the jingle, and I said "incest in your cup," and they're like, Zal, can you stop watching that video? I was like, what video? I knew which video they were talking about. I was like, what video are you talking about? And no to that.
So we have more live action Netflix to talk about, possibly, which is the Mega Man movie coming to Netflix. So there's just rumors around for right now flying that the Mega Man movie will move to Netflix, and it will be indeed be a live action. I don't know if it actually have Netflix production behind it, but it's going to be on Netflix according to these rumors. So I guess what's known already is that it's going to be directed by Henry Juice and Ariel Schulman, and produced by Masi Oka, and script penned by Mattson Tomlin, who has done The Batman, and no release date just yet, no cast so far, and it's going to be a primal, emotional story.
So they're gonna kill off
Dr. Light.
Wily?
Oh, are they gonna say Dr. Light?
Dr. Wily. They're gonna kill off Ro. They're gonna kill off Zero for like the 6,000th time.
What am I fighting for?
You're gonna kill Iris on the first like 3 seconds of the first episode. Like right there, her head is just ripped off.
Oh god. Rush.
Rush is like pulled apart like in 5 different places.
Oh god, that's like Transformers, like Michael Bay Transformers, right? Like a lot of Transformers get ripped apart. God damn.
Getting back to, on that note with Transformers, I am still like at like awe, not awe, but like wow, that really went there. I think Jazz was the only good Autobot that died, and so be it. He was the token.
Yeah, the token black guy. Yep.
Because my cousin, when we watch it, when Jazz got torn in half, my cousin looked at his watch already at the halfway mark. I was like, "This is not a horror movie. You cannot do that." And he's like, "That's the signal, though, right?" I was like, "No, we're in the 3rd act." Oh, then that took a long time. This guy lived a long time. I was like, "Oh my god." It's like, I'm not watching movies with you anymore.
All right. Yeah. So.
No.
Yeah. So Mega Man. Yeah, it's gonna happen, right? Being torn in half, and then he's gonna get built together again. There's also another video game thing that's happening on Netflix too. That's been announced like a while back, which was Sonic Prime, I think it was called. So we can't forget about that one. I don't know if that one's not gonna be live action. Funny enough, that one's gonna be CGI. But this back to here, Mega Man. Again, this is going to be on Netflix. That doesn't mean it's produced by Netflix, or you know what I mean. So, it's gonna be a different team. So I think maybe the quality and stuff like that could be better there, but we'll see. We will see about that. But because, you know, I guess they have distribution rights, maybe they'll have some sort of creative rights. I don't know. But yeah, we'll keep an eye on that. See how it turns out. This one's a bit of a interesting take from Justin Wong on the topic of Netflix. So Justin Wong, I guess, watched the anime for Cowboy Bebop and wanted to make a comparison to Netflix, right? The Netflix one. And I'm just gonna read it right here. It says, "I rewatched the Cowboy Bebop anime. ... You probably don't want my opinion, but the anime got mad fillers. I like the live action more than the anime. Enjoy telling me how wrong I am, but let's not believe that the anime wasn't mad random at times or time." So,
I mean, when you think about it, he's not wrong about the anime.
Mhm.
There are a bit of what's it called?
like side episodes
Yeah,
or like
side
side stories.
that
Mhm.
does not
Serve any.
pertain to the main story.
Mhm.
Does not go anywhere.
Mhm.
But with this, it's like I respect what you just said, Justin. My friend, on the other hand, just outright said, because he said that I don't feel bad of him losing to Daigo. I was like, it's like, really?
God damn
You
it.
had to bring in FGC
Mhm.
things into this.
I know, right? James Chen had his own opinion too, I guess.
You're wrong.
Yeah, you're
That's
right.
what he
No.
said.
But yeah, there's a lot of in betweens when it comes to the meeting. There's another guy named Justin Wong. He's verified. He says, I suggest Justin Wong, Justin Wrong,
To change your name.
change your name." And then the caption says, "Might I suggest Justin Wrong?" Oh man, that's hilarious. And then Toph just laughs. Toph from
Yeah,
Smash.
Toph.
Excuse me. Had a Avatar on the mind for a second there. But I
But see,
mean,
that's
at the end of the day,
thing.
oh, go ahead.
It's his own opinion, and
Right.
see, these people are going like,
Why?
yeah, it sucks. It's blah blah blah. It's like, well, one, no one forced you to watch this. Two, you set the expectation way high.
Mm-hmm.
Three, maybe sometimes taking off the rose tinted glasses
Mm-hmm.
actually helps. I'm not saying that I'm gonna do. That's what I did. I just watched. I'm gonna watch it with boyfriend, and we're just gonna just sit there and go like, meh, meh. Are we gonna like it? Probably not. Will there be some moments that we're gonna like groan? Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
Is
I
there
mean,
gonna be somebody gonna like in this iteration or retelling of Cowboy Bebop? Probably not. But I'll watch it just for the hell of it.
you're gonna enjoy Netflix for sure, in one way or the other.
I mean, if not, then we can just let Netflix and chill.
Oh yeah, I mean, there's Tiger King season 2.
You can go fuck right off with that.
Oh man, that show is wild. Like literally. More ways than one, I guess. I mean, yeah, I mean, it's his opinion, and you know, there's like there's never gonna be the one thing that everyone loves, right? Like there's always gonna be people who have different opinions and such, and I actually wanna hear those people really, like more than the people who like it at times. Obviously, yeah, you wanna share your common opinions with each other. That's fun in its own right, or fun in itself.
Yeah.
But I definitely do want to hear, the other people's opinions who did think differently and such. I mean, there are times where I'm kind of in the minority, because, for example, right, there was that whole thing about Undertale. Like, a lot of people love Undertale. Like, oh my god, the story and the routes you can take and the characters were so good. And then I played some Undertale. I'm like, yeah, this is all right, but I'm not like, I'm not so.
No, it's like that. This is nice.
Yeah, it's nice.
Not for me, but it's nice.
Yeah. I mean, no matter how grandiose or grand or how much gravitas these things have, not everyone's gonna like it. You know what I mean? And that's what makes it interesting. That's what makes people interesting a lot of times. It's we all have our preferences, right? I mean, I want everyone. I don't need everyone to like One Piece, right? I mean, like I love that anime and all, or I love that series and all with all my heart and everything, and it's my number one. But I don't need everyone to enjoy it. I want to enjoy it myself, right? That's what matters to me.
You don't need I think Tata Josh said it best. You don't need a person's not acceptance, but
Validation.
Yeah, validation. To like what you like.
Yeah.
You don't like it, so be it.
Yeah, like you don't need to be invalidated to like something, right? So
yeah.
Like yeah, we've seen so much of that with like Guilty Gear Strive, right? Like for example, like if we're going to talk about like recent stuff, Sonic Fox doesn't like it, like, and so someone's like, oh, because they don't like it, now my opinion of not liking it is justified. It's like, what? Like, what is it? What?
That's not how it works.
That's not what. No. It's okay to not like it on your own terms. Like, you don't need people to say I don't like it either. Like, it's okay. You know what I mean? So
it's like it's like your not liking points don't sometimes or will not always match up with the person that says they don't like it.
Yeah.
Like, okay, like again, I love JoJo's Part 6, Stone Ocean. I fucking don't give two shits about it. It's boring to me. There's only a certain parts that I like, but as an overall story arc, it was boring to me. And see, there are gonna be the JoJo fans coming after me. Oh, you don't see it, for what it truly is. It's like, just stating I don't like it.
I know, bruh. Yeah.
But when it comes to, like other animes like Digimon, I fucking hate season 3, which is Tamers, with Guilmon and Renamon and Terriermon. I don't like it because Guilmon annoys the fuck out of me. I think to me, Guilmon is Jar Jar.
Oh man, you're gonna go that far?
Because of his voice, and then people are going like, but his voice is this and this. Is like, I don't care. I just don't like the way he sounded. He sounded like a dumbass child. Where you have freaking Route 34 Bunny running around. Who sounds like an idiot, but she's kind of right.
Yeah.
And then you have Harryamon, like, okay, good Bunny, go away now. I don't know.
Yeah. Yeah,
People are weird.
People are weird. people are fucking weird.
Yeah.
They need to be validated. There are people who need to be validated for their opinions and stuff like that, and yeah, now everyone's gonna like this one thing, you know. So that's just how it goes. Kind of tragic, but you know, there's people of all spectrums, right? So people who have their own opinion, and then there are people who have an opinion but don't want to express it until someone else of a higher, I guess, who are held in a higher pedestal say the same thing, and now they're like, oh, now I feel justified. My opinion matters now, or whatever. It's like, what?
You know, it's like, no, just say it.
Yeah, say it. Yeah, yeah.
It's pretty much just say it, but just know.
Mm-hmm.
You are going to get the ones that agree, and then the ones that's going to throw a brick at your face.
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah, for sure.
So you can't, be angry at all at everyone. Just go like, okay.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. That is the lesson of the day, pretty much. So, Justin Wong, I respect your opinion on Cowboy Bebop. Okay. A couple more things. There are a couple more posters of Spider-Man that popped up. You know, I think is worth talking about. This is one of them. This is a little more elaborate. Yeah, you know.
It's getting better.
Mm-hmm. There's more going on with the city, like coming, fucking swirling and shit, and there's the arms, kind of almost like in a circular, you know, motion in a way, and you're kind of talking about the whole golden ratio, the golden ratio, almost like the how things are placed, you know. And now this is like more of a circular motion instead of like just flat, like, you know, there's Spider-Man and Doctor Strange, and then arms in every corner, just straight, you know what I mean? And there's random Green Goblin.
So it's like they're actually using the arms to, you know, train your eye
to
go into the center, which is, to me, because this is kind of like a trope. Whenever you have a girl that's the love interest in the middle of the poster like that, that's always like a red flag going like, she's gonna die.
Yeah, it's almost like a memorial sort of thing.
And I kind of like one of the tentacles is wrapping around all three of them. You know, to give that extra dimension.
Yeah.
Instead of just like, ta-da!
Yeah, and also convey the message like, hey, you know, they're probably gonna fight each other. You know, like there's gonna be some conflict definitely with Doc Ock and the heroes and stuff. You know.
And it's kind of funny that Electro.
Yeah.
Honey, are you trying to pose as Shazam or Black Adam right now?
Yeah. I mean, it's kind of cool. He's almost like centering the whole piece, you know, with the electricity and stuff, and it kind of matches with the spell that Doctor Strange is casting too. So he's kind of like almost blends in a good way, you know. And then there's, I want to say that's Hobgoblin, but it could be just Green Goblin the second, or what is it? Harry Osborn Green Goblin, maybe. Because it doesn't look like the original Green Goblin with Norman Osborn. So
I swear they gotta give a lot of screen time, or a good amount of screen time for William Dafoe.
Oh man,
just laughing his ass off.
Yeah.
And if he doesn't like say any of the corny lines that he did in the Sam Raimi film, I'm gonna be kind of disappointed. Be like, you were handed a gold mine.
I know.
What did you do?
God, I kind of want him to like embrace the memes, kind of for this one.
No, if they really want to embrace the memes, because again, we know 3 Spider-Mans are gonna be in there. They better be pointing at each other.
Oh, that'd be so good. Oh my god. I definitely want to see that.
He's like, wait, who are you? Wait, who are you?
Mm-hmm.
Who are you guys? Like,
Yeah.
he's like, yes.
It's also interesting that Electro is not the same exact design from the Garfield Spider-Man or Amazing
Thank
Spider-Man.
God.
Yeah, I think that was for the best, honestly, because Electro is for the most part like a suit, right? It's powered by a suit, not from actual like electricity, right? Or is it enhanced by his own electricity? Or maybe, I don't know, because I'm not too familiar with Well, then again, there's a lot of fucking Spider-Man universes anyway, so it could be different Electros. I guess for this one, it's like a more of a suit-oriented Electro. So but it is for the best that it's not the blue fucking Dr. Manhattan kind of Electro, which I thought that was like not a great design in my opinion. I don't think it worked too well. Other than that, the movie wasn't bad. It's just very key things that wasn't in my favor, I guess. Yeah, other than that, better poster. One of the better posters I've seen. There was more to it when it comes to the posters. Oh yeah, perfect. So there's these posters with the villains like being the centerpiece, and then you kind of see like Spider-Man with the bokeh sort of unfocused blur effect in the subject, but in the foreground I should say. But the subject, of course, are the villains. You see Electro, you see Doc Ock, and then you see Green Goblin. These are also, I guess, better. Pretty simple, right? You just slap on these.
Why does Dr. Octopus and Electro's face?
Mm-hmm.
It's either they have too much makeup on, or it's very cheap CGI. CGI.
Yeah, CGI makeup, almost. I'm not sure. Yeah. There you go.
And then
It's definitely digitally edited for sure.
yeah, like heavy.
Mm-hmm.
It's like, I'm sorry, no one's skin is that clean.
Yeah. Especially with Jamie Foxx's skin, but
oh, the bottom posters reminds me of something. They look like boss battles.
I know. They almost kind of look like anime DVD covers.
Yeah, like early 80s, right?
90s, 80s, like early 2000s.
No, I'll give you better. They look like VHS covers.
Yeah, like that. Yeah, that sort of formatting. Yeah,
the vintage.
Mm-hmm. That's what it looks like to me. Like
it looks like if this was the Spider-Man animated series,
Mhm.
Spider-Man, whatever episode title was the first appearance of Green Goblin.
Mm-hmm.
Spider-Man the anime series, I don't know, Doc Ock's Revenge or something like that. Because I think that's how some of my old stuff looked like. Do I have them in that stuff? Thank you, fucking 10-year-old self. Thank you, fucking 10-year-old self. See?
Oh yeah, yeah. Oh my god.
See?
Oh my god, that background, dude. Oh my goodness.
See, it almost looks like this one.
Kinda, yeah.
Ah, thank you, 10-year-old self.
Bloom of Doom. Oh my man, oh man.
Yeah, they really look like oh VHS covers.
Yeah, VHS/DVD covers for anime, yeah. That's kind of what it
Or
looks like to me.
Or Toku or Power Rangers.
Yeah, Power Rangers, yeah.
As we saw.
Yeah, and then there's a comparison with the top posters, right, from the old days, including The Amazing Spider-Man 2, which, yeah, I like the poster here too. I mean, costume design is a different issue, but the composition, I like it because it shows off most of the body. You know what you're up against, you know, that sort of thing. Definitely with Doc Ock, you can see like the arms, the coat, him looking back all cool like a boss. Green Goblin, pretty classic. You know, you see the hover jet or whatever, the glider. You know, and then all the glory of Green Goblin. You know, pretty classic, right? This one is like, you know, it's like a mixed bag. It's kind of type of thing. Like, yeah, I get to see their face, I guess, but you kind of want to see the rest. Like, they're superheroes, man. It's not just about the face. You know, it's about what these do. You know, like their limbs, their weapons, their suits. You know, that kind of defines them as well, I feel. So,
and also those bottom posters are playing really safe, but they have that stupid gimmick of too many glowing parts, or that one glowing part that your eye is just like.
Yeah, it's kind of obnoxious. I like Electro's best because it's not super glowy, but obviously there's like electricity going around it. But it's like, but for Doc Ock, the red glow is kind of obnoxious to me.
It's obnoxious, and also again, where's your light source? Shouldn't be some part of the claw be a little bit more illuminated?
By the redness, yeah. It's definitely added in post or whatever, or not added in post, but like it's like added to a completely different layer, and you know, that sort of thing. Yeah. It's not even like, you know,
it was lost in layers, and you're like, where is it?
Yeah. At least here, the back one is like lighting up his face and whatever. So
yeah,
I'll give
that's what I like.
Yeah. Green Goblin, that's one, so it's whatever, but it's pretty bright. But I will say. But whatever. But not the best posters, but I guess it's something, you know.
It's improved on the later posters that we've been seeing.
Oh yeah, for sure. Yeah, I think that's pretty much it on those parts, I think. It was this one too. There's another poster. It's kind of like,
that looks too safe.
This one's just a little too plain. I know, yeah. I mean, there's a swirl.
I don't want to be rude. It looks like, you know, you got that one, and all you did was copy paste.
Oh yeah. Kind of like almost pasting some of the stuff from the buildings.
I mean, sure, yeah, the light dimensions are you know, going from dark to light, but on some areas it looks like they stopped halfway and then continued.
Yeah, there's a bit of like a huge glow up on the top, but then like the bottom is like there's no glow and stuff. So yeah, some weird lighting inconsistencies I see. But hey, we're not professionals, I guess, right? So what the fuck do we know?
I don't know. We were graded by professionals.
I mean, yeah. I mean, we've had these sort of projects in college. So, you know, looking at posters or making some, you know, what do you call those? Like brochures and like, stuff like that, you know?
Brochures.
There's the
Brochures
there's the threefold, the twofold one, you know.
I hate making brochures because you have to like cherry pick of what information to put on there.
Yeah, sure. Yeah.
Hated it.
All right, well, that's it for that for the most part. All right, now we can like dive into one last thing. This is a meme, and I thought it was funny because we did mention Dr. Light, or I mentioned Dr. Light as we were talking about
You did Dr. Light. I did Dr.
Wiley. So yeah, there's Gavin. I forget his full name, but he's like the face of Valve, who is a part of Steam and all that stuff, and Half-Life. And right now, Gavin, you know, showing off his age, I guess, looking mad like Dr. Light. I'm not gonna lie, and someone pointed that out in the tweet. Chas Mike, I'm gonna guess, is putting out that tweet saying he looks like Dr. Light is about to make Mega Man. So Gavin, yeah. Looks like he's about to make Mega Man. That was kind of funny. You got like the white t-shirt and everything, the beard, you know. So definitely looking a little close like Dr. Light there. Maybe he can be like the live action Dr. Light. That'd be hilarious. Well, anyway, that's all I got. Is there anything you wanted to sprinkle in there before we sign off, or potentially one last time for this year?
I'm hungry.
Of course you are. You're always hungry.
Are you saying that I'm a bottomless pit?
Yes.
You damn right. Oh
man. Well, anyway, just to
I found it.
Oh, would you find? We found what?
Remember I was talking about like with Guilty Gear, Kai going into his dragon and stuff.
Oh
and just
yeah,
get shots in the face.
Yeah.
Found it. We did it. We did it, Dad.
Well, this was posted, I think, today in the Discord. So you could have just gone there and then find it.
I'm gonna kick your ass. Bang. It's like I win.
Oh man, the dragon sword of desperation and
I mean, that reminds me of, you know, like was it Indiana Jones?
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah, the sword.
The sword. I'm gonna slice you up.
He just like does all the sword weapon kata shit, and then Jones is just like.
You know why they did that, right?
Why is
like
that?
The backstory.
Why is that?
Because they were, everyone on set had food poisoning, and that was like the 20th take. So Harrison Ford was like, I can't. I need to take a shit.
Mm-hmm. Oh.
Yeah, I'm gone.
Uh-huh.
I'm like, actually, now it makes sense.
Okay. That's
because if you look back at it, just look at Harrison Ford's face.
Mm-hmm.
It's not like oh my god, really. It's more of like, I really take a shit now.
Oh, that's it. That's interesting. I didn't know that. I never thought about that. I guess the catering was bad. Whoever hired that catering was fired.
Or shot.
Oh god, it kind of reminds me of that story with Baldwin right now. Jeez.
Who?
Louise. Yeah. Let's not get into too much of that, but anyway.
Are we visited today?
Well, as Kai gets shot in the face, we'll sign off on that note. So, thank you very much for potentially the last episode of this year, depending on when we can record one after Zawa comes back. So, by the way, we'll have a nice little break and we get to see Kitty one last time potentially. Oh boy. Taki. Oh boy.
She's just hungry.
Yeah. Wanting attention / food. Yeah. I get it.
Yep.
So anyways, either way, thank you for sticking through this year. It's been quite the year, you know, of just enduring the hardships and stuff like that. Things seem to be getting better when it comes to the pandemic itself, and then we have another variant. So who knows how that'll go into 2022. That kind of always what happens like by the end of the year, right? The winter like kind of amplifies, and then it just carries over to the good chunk of the year of whatever new year, right? And then yeah. But hopefully, you know, starting from next year, we get to see some progress, right? Some noticeable progress. Slowly things looks like getting back to normal, but again, like who knows about the Omicron variant rocking the boat once again or something like that.
I'm surprised no one made the joke of, because you said Omicron, because that's the variant, right?
Yes.
So where's Lur? Of Omicron per CIA. My God, am I the only one that watched the Futurama?
Oh fucking! Someone made that joke. Someone made that same exact joke too. I'm gonna say, oh, it was from James Chen's like one of his shows. It was Olaf, like they were talking about like KOF, and he's a big fan of KOF, so he was on there. He made that same exact joke. So yeah, I thought that was pretty hilarious. So yeah, I'm like, you just said lure. I'm like, what? So that's why once you said the whole thing, I'm like, oh, that joke. Okay.
It's like
Ah.
Did you become Captain Steve Rogers afterwards?
I understood that reference.
I swear that part in the movie, I was like, good job, Steve.
Good job, Steve. Yep. Good job.
You're just petting his head, and he's like, here's a fucking cookie. Just shut up.
All right. Well, 2021 is pretty much the end of it, and hopefully we can fit in one more, but we'll see. Otherwise, we'll come back.
We'll see.
We'll come back for January for sure, and carry on from there. So, again, thank you guys so much. Don't forget to check us out on YouTube, Spotify, and iTunes and all that fun stuff. Like and subscribe on YouTube, and yeah. So, happy holidays, Merry Christmas. Pretty much Happy New Year. Hopefully, everyone has a safe Happy New Year and all that. So, good celebrations all around and all that. Stay safe. Take care of yourselves. And hopefully we will see you in the next one. Whether it's sometime the end of this year or for sure next year. So, until then, bye-bye.
I'm Kitty. It's food time. You will be my king.
Again, my friend.